Hey guys, welcome back to the Roller Grill. I am Eric. Today we got steak dinner for two. Just in time for Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, whatever you want to use it for. But the steak that we're using is actually the Cowboy Ribeye Steak. This is a 3-pound Cowboy Ribeye Steak right here. And we're going to sear it up in a cast iron, finish it off in a hot oven, and hit that thing with a little bit of chimichurri. So y'all stay tuned right here on the Roller Grill. Yeah, boy! Alright guys, let's get into it. Okay, to get started on this steak, this is a big cut of meat, perfect for two people. But to get started as far as the seasoning goes and the marinade, what I'm going to use is I'm going to use some liquid smoke. This happens to be a pecan liquid smoke. Mesquite liquid smoke goes fabulous on this. Olive oil, this is a regular olive oil, some cracked pepper, and some kosher salt. But first thing first, olive oil on the meat. All over. Now, if you had this in the refrigerator, you definitely want to take this out, let this sit on the countertop, become the room temperature, probably about 20 to 30 minutes. Next up, after the olive oil, I'm going on with some liquid smoke. Make sure you shake this stuff up first. Alright. A few dashes. Now, a lot of people don't have grills. So a lot of people can't take this outside and put this on the grill. You live in an apartment or something like that, you can't do that. So this liquid smoke is a great alternative. Now, if I was going to marinate this, I would go ahead and stick this in the refrigerator, let it sit for probably about an hour, maybe 2 hours. Kind of let that liquid smoke just kind of permeate a little bit. It ain't going to do too much because it's a big, thick cut, big, thick piece of meat. But it'll give you a little bit of smoke flavor that'll help you out. All right. Next up, kosher salt. And this is a big cut of meat. You can go on pretty heavy. All right. All over. All right. Kosher salt out the way. Next thing's up. Let me wipe my hands real quick. All right. Next up is fresh cracked black pepper. And you know, pepper and steak go good together, so you want to put a lot of it on there. All over. Even on the rim. Even on the fat cap. We'll come back to that. Alright. Now, to get the rim, to get the fat cap, get the cutting board with a little bit of pepper. All you gotta do then is just take it and just roll it out. There you go. So that's it. I'm gonna let this sit for probably about a good 30 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything else ready to go, and then next it'll be going into cast iron. Y'all stay tuned. Yeah, boy. All right, guys. Now we're ready to go. Our steak. Just to do a back run on what we're doing. 3-pound Cowboy ribeye. Salt, pepper, olive oil, and we use some pecan liquid smoke. We let it sit for 30 minutes to come to room temperature. Right here, what I have is a cast iron, flat iron, basically a cast iron griddle, and that's what I'm going to be using to sear my steak because this is a pretty long Cowboy ribeye. That bone is pretty long. I don't have a cast iron skillet big enough to hold it in, but that's not going to stop me from doing what I need to do. So I preheated my my griddle. Go ahead here with a little non-stick cooking spray, and I'm going on. Press it down a little bit. Now, I'm going to crank my heat up just a little bit now that I have it on there. Now what I want to do is I just want to brown it for maybe about 5 minutes on one side, flip it over the same thing, and then we're going to pop it in a hot oven. So, y'all stay tuned, we'll be right back. Alright, now that we've seared this Cowboy ribeye on both sides for about 5 minutes, now we want to work on our fat cap and the front part of the spinella. So now we just want to try to sear off some of that fat for probably about 2 minutes. All right, guys, now that we got this steak seared off, 5 minutes on both sides, got all the sides sealed off as well. Now we're gonna stick this in a hot 400-degree oven for like 20 minutes. I'm trying to get to a target temperature of 130 degrees, so stay tuned. All right, after 15 minutes, I just want to check it real quick. I'm gonna go right in there, and I'm sitting at about, try to go in a little bit deeper, 130. Time to come off. That was after 15 minutes. All right, and after 15 minutes in the oven at 400 degrees, we reached about 129, 130 degrees. So I'm just gonna let this rest here for about 5 minutes, and then we'll slice. That's what we're looking at, y'all. Yes, sir. I'm ready to take this off too. Be back in a minute. All right, something extra, if you were interested in it. A lot of times you'll see people, they'll take and they'll put some butter on there. This is actually salted butter. They'll just put some butter on there, just let the heat from the steak melt it through. Just another level of flavor. Yes, sir. All right, guys, and just like that, we are done. Our steak has rested for 5 minutes. And you can see all the good juices that have come off of it. That butter has melted into it. That thing is money. All right, so what we want to do now is we want to cut it. You want to get it off the bone and you want to slice it up. So, just want to take it. You can hold it up like this. You can get you a nice sharp knife and it'll come right off of that bone. Just like that. Just work your way around. There you go. And this right here, don't throw it away. That's the best part, actually. All right, so once you have the bone, what you want to do is you just want to cut it on the bias. Just like that. Oh my gosh, man. Look at that. I'm gonna fan it out for y'all. All right. Hopefully y'all can see that. Bone right here. There's your beautiful steak. Take you a nice chimichurri. I'll put a link to the chimichurri recipe up top and just knock it out just like that. Trust me, chimichurri and steak are meant to be together. That right there, you take a little bit of extra drip, a little extra juice. Let me tell you something. You talking about fantastic? That right there is for 2 people. That's a steak shared with 2 people right there. Perfect for Valentine's Day, perfect for any special occasion. And all you gotta do is take a nice baked potato, nice butter and salt, stuff it with some cheese, hit it with a few green onions, and there you have it. Ready to go. A beautiful Cowboy ribeye steak with a nice baked potato. Perfect for any special occasion. So I want to thank y'all for joining me here at the Roll and Grill. As always, good food, good vibes. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Yeah, boy. Alright, so as always, thank y'all for joining me here at the Roll and Grill. Please be sure to check out my reverse sear Cowboy ribeye steak video as well. Like I said, it'll be in the comments. Check it out. But man, you talking about phenomenal, man. Good eating. Good eating. You don't get no better than that, man. Y'all be cool. Peace.